What's up, guys? It's me, the Gold Nugget here, and welcome back to another episode of the Gold Nugget Universe. Welcome to episode 99 of the Gold Nugget Universe. We are just a couple days away from SummerSlam. Tonight is the go-home show for SummerSlam. I'll give you guys one final recap before SummerSlam to kind of get you guys interested in what we got planned for SummerSlam. So this is what the match card for SummerSlam is going to be like. One of the matches on the card is going to be Crashy versus Akira Tanaka in a 1-hour Iron Woman match. So that's going to be a thing. Yeah. Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson will defend their tag titles against Pretty Deadly, Kit Wilson, Elton Prince, and then Zenda will take on Allison Snyder because they had a stare down a couple weeks ago, and they pretty much challenged each other to a match at SummerSlam. So you know that's gonna be fun, right? Isla Dawn will face Miranda Cosgrove for the Women's United States title. Logan Paul will face Adrian Black for the Men's Intercontinental title. Gold Nugget will take on Randy Orton at SummerSlam. Sleepy Cat Life will have an open challenge at SummerSlam. We'll find out who accepts that open challenge at SummerSlam. Yeah. Women's tag titles. The Nightmare and Lady Death will take on Sexy and Deadly. Team Sexy and Deadly. Maggie Lee Bates and Sue Summer, the current women's tag champions. Yeah. Sky will take on Miss Dastardly for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. Love to see that. Here's the scary match that you guys are gonna be worried about. I kind of mentioned it a bunch of times last week, but this is the match that you guys are gonna be worried about the most. Kendall Hall versus the Apocalypse, all four members of the Apocalypse. So Kendall Hall versus Allie Blackwell, Ira Spiral, Isla Dawn, and Sophia Smith. All four members of the Apocalypse versus Kendall Hall in a gauntlet match. So Kendall Hall has to defeat all four members of the Apocalypse one at a time, obviously. If Kendall Hall loses, she will be forced to retire pretty early, too. Yeah. So yeah, if Kendall Hall loses that match, she will be forced to retire. Let's hope for the best, though, shall we? Cameron Grimes will face the United States champion, Evan Steele, for his title, obviously. This was originally going to be a one-on-one match, but it's now turned into a triple threat. It'll be Varessa versus Carol Fowler versus Amelicorn for the Women's World title. And it'll be a triple threat match. So that's always fun. Triple threat matches are always fun every once in a while. And the icing on the cake, it'll be Luke Razor defending his world title against L.A. Knight. Yeah! And some breaking news. A new match has been added to the card. It'll be Aubrey taking on Tegan Knox. This match was made official kind of last week. It'll be Tegan Knox taking on Aubrey after Aubrey attacked Tegan last week, and after Tegan put Aubrey through a table the week prior. It's gonna officially be Tegan Knox versus Aubrey at SummerSlam, so that's gonna be fun. We're gonna get right into tonight's show right now. First match of the night. Here we go. Oh boy. Oh boy. The Owl Army is here. Crashy in the red hair. Afro flip in the middle. Asuna. Y'all know. But to start off tonight's show, it's gonna be Asuna versus Akira Tanaka, which should be a fun match. You know, I think so. It's going to be Asuna versus Akira Tanaka. Here she comes. Look who's here. Oh, y'all know who it is. Y'all know. Akira Tanaka. Let's go one-on-one with Asuna. Should be fun. It's always fun seeing Akira Tanaka in the ring. Such a talented competitor. It's always fun seeing Akira Tanaka in the ring. She's so talented, man. So talented. Always fun seeing her in the ring. So, Asuna versus Akira Tanaka. Akira Tanaka versus Asuna. Here we go. Not the tree of woe. Trouble. Definite trouble now. Not the trash can. Akira Tanaka. Akira Tanaka, the first ever Women's Royal Rumble winner. Akira Tanaka will always be remembered as the first girl that won the Women's Royal Rumble. Very much. I feel like Akira Tanaka is always going to be remembered for that reason. Yeah, Akira Tanaka is going to be remembered as the girl that, the first one that won the Women's Rumble. The first girl that won the Women's Rumble. Which happened last year, obviously. Back in November. Yeah, back in November, Akira Tanaka won the Women's Rumble and then won the title at Mania. It's such an exciting thing to see. But yeah. Akira Tanaka with the sledgehammer. Obviously sending a message to Crashy. Oh shit. Suna. Oh, break her ribs, dude. Oh shit. Akira Tanaka not able to get the win off the poison mist. Oh, man. Akira Tanaka picks up the win over Asuna here tonight. Akira Tanaka picking up an awesome win against Asuna tonight. But at SummerSlam, it'll be Akira Tanaka versus Crashy in a 1-hour Iron Woman match. So those Akira Tanaka and Crashy will both face each other for a whole hour in a 1-hour Iron Woman match. Should be fun, dude. It will be fun to see Akira Tanaka versus Crashy for 1 whole hour. A 1-hour Iron Man match. Iron Woman match. Technically. Yeah. Anyway, next match. Alright. Woohoo! Oh shit. Zenda coming down to the ring. Zenda has a crazy match to look forward to when she faces Allison Snyder in a 1-on-1 match. It'll be Zenda versus Allison Snyder because they both challenge each other in a stare down, obviously. But tonight, Zenda and Allison Snyder must coexist. Pretty much. Alright. Zinda and Allison Snyder must coexist before their match at SummerSlam. They're going up against Cora Jade and JC Jane. Yeah. Zinda and Allison Snyder versus Cora Jade and JC Jane. Zinda and Allison Snyder set to face each other at SummerSlam. No! Allison Snyder, what are you doing? Allison Snyder just turned. Allison Snyder just turned, dude. Zinda's all alone now. Allison Snyder just ditching Zinda. Allison Snyder just turned heel. Zinda all alone in this match now. There's nobody to tag. Zinda and Allison Snyder set to face each other at SummerSlam, but tonight they were supposed to coexist. But Allison Snyder just walked out on her partner. Zinda's all alone in this match with nobody to tag. Allison Snyder just turned heel, just ditching Zinda. Poor Jade. So nominate. Oh. Poor Jade, now back in the match. Zinda was ditched in this match. It's awful. Well, that was a shocking heel turn. Shit. Zinda left all alone. Allison Snyder ditched her. Damn. What a match now. Alright, next match. Oh boy. handicap match against Light Blue Jay and Shady. Jay and Shady about to be in a handicap match against Randy Orton. Randy Orton versus Shady and My Blue Jay in the handicap match. Here we go. Randy Orton has a tough challenge ahead of him right now. Randy Orton just Randy Orton missed the face gold Nugget at SummerSlam. Getting mauled by these two. Jay and Randy Orton.
handicap match. Shane Dragon is actually in the ring here. For a spear. Randy Orton. Back into the ring. Again. Shady and Liquid J pin Randy Orton in this handicap match. Damn. Next match. Oh boy. Aubrey making her way down to the ring. Aubrey Howell making her way to the ring. So it was confirmed Aubrey Howell will go one-on-one with Tegan Nox at SummerSlam after Aubrey attacked Tegan Nox last week. It was made official. Aubrey will take on Tegan Nox at SummerSlam. But tonight, Aubrey is facing somebody very special. It's Shotzi. Shotzi is here. This is gonna be a fun match. It's gonna be Aubrey Howell versus Shotzi. Should be fun. Ring the bell. Here we go. Shotzi versus Aubrey. Shotzi making appearance tonight. I don't know if we've ever seen Shotzi in the Nugget universe. So, now she's here. Aubrey. Who will face Tegan Nox at SummerSlam. Should be a fun match. Tegan over here. Tegan Nox exposing the turnbuckle. Aubrey versus Shotzi. One-on-one tonight. Tegan Nox and Shotzi having a little reunion here in the Nugget universe. Because why not? Oh shit. And the ref doesn't even need to bother putting the turnbuckle back together. see here tonight. Oh shit, Aubrey turns the tables. Aubrey Howell versus Shotzi. I'm doing a crazy match, dude. Not as crazy as Aubrey Howell, who will take on Tegan Knox at SummerSlam. That will also be a crazy match. Lawn dart. Aubrey obviously has a lot to do. But we know she'll do something crazy. Shotzi. It's over. Aubrey needs to get Shotzi into the ring. They don't want to go in the ring. They can fight forever along there. To the face. Uh-oh. She found the chair. Could end up picking up a win here. Shotzi kicks out. What? Aubrey can't believe it, dude. And just like that, Aubrey Howell pins Shotzi here tonight in this match. Aubrey Howell, who will take on Tegan Knox at SummerSlam. See, I made this mistake at the start of her career. Anyway, Aubrey with another impressive win. At SummerSlam, she will face Tegan Knox, which should be a fun match. I'm really excited for that one. Next match. Alright, next match. We got one half of the women's tag champions, Sue Summer, about to go up against the Nightmare. Okay, we got one half of the women's tag champions, Sue Summer, going up against the Nightmare. Should be fun. Should be 1-on-1. Mono. You already know it's the nightmare. Alright. So, it'll be Sue Summer versus the Nightmare. Here we go. Kendo stepping in. Sue Summer, one half of the women's tag champions, going up against the Nightmare. Sue Summer pins the Nightmare. That's interesting. Sue Summer, one half of the women's tag champions, pins the Nightmare. Damn. Alright, next match. Alright, so coming up next, it's going to be Aster versus Sophia Smith. Kendall Hall joining her at ringside, obviously. Kendall Hall, who could be retiring at SummerSlam, but we don't know yet. Can't count her out. Kendall Hall, who has a gauntlet match at SummerSlam against all 4 members of the Apocalypse. And the added stipulation is that if Kendall Hall loses that gauntlet match, she will be forced to retire, and yeah, that'll be it for her career pretty much. Obviously. So let's hope that doesn't happen at SummerSlam. Hoping. But tonight it's Aster versus Sophia Smith. This girl right here that you're seeing on the screen right now. Sophia Smith. One of the most dangerous girls there is. She has a bat. She has a bat. A baseball bat. Oh boy. What's she gonna do with that? Nothing. She's gonna put it away anyway when she's done with the entrance. Alright. That should be fun. Sophia Smith enjoying this. Kendall Hall at ringside. Kendall Hall cheering on her friend, but it might. Yeah, Kendall Hall trying to cheer on her friend, but she's gotta do a lot more than that, pretty much. Because Aster is just getting woman handled. She needs the crowd. How did that connect? I have no fucking clue. Sophia Smith, frustrated that he didn't get the win. Watch along at ringside. Aster picks up the win over Sophia Smith. What a match. Aster picks up the win over Sophia Smith tonight. Again, Kendall Hall will have to face all 4 members of the Apocalypse in a gauntlet match at SummerSlam. And if Kendall Hall loses the match, she will have to retire. The stipulation of that gauntlet is if Kendall Hall loses that gauntlet match, she will be forced to retire. But let's hope that she doesn't have to retire, because we love Kendall Hall. Her energy. You know what? That right there, yeah. Kendall Hall could pick up a W at SummerSlam, but it'll be pretty hard. Next match. Next match is gonna be Sky versus Xia Li. Sky, who will be set to face. Yeah. Sky, who will be set to face Miss Dastardly for the Women's Intercontinental title. At SummerSlam, Sky is gonna face Xia Li. Alright. Xia Li, here she comes. Xia Li. Sky. Going after Xia Li. Oh, another corn. Emily's a heel, right? I guess Sky will be a heel too. No! Emily! What the fuck are you doing? Emily just took out her best friend, Sky. Shit. Well, Emily just took out her, well, not former best friend, Sky. Melicorn stabbing everybody in the back. Shit. And Melicorn stabbing everybody in the back. Even her best friend, Sky. Sky just got attacked by her own best friend. Alright, Xia Li pins Sky. Thanks to an interference early in the match. Alright. Baressa, the current Women's World Champion, coming down to the ring. So, coming up next, it's going to be our main event of the night. It's gonna be Varessa. It's gonna be Amelie Corn versus Carol Fowler, with Varessa as the guest referee. Varessa is gonna be the guest referee in this match. It's gonna be Amelie Corn versus Carol Fowler. So at SummerSlam, it will be Varessa defending her women's title against Carol Fowler and Amelie Corn. So Varessa will have quite the challenge, but we'll see what happens. Amelie Corn, the girl that's been stabbing everybody in the back recently. So yeah, if you guys missed what happened a few moments ago, Amelie Corn completely turned on her best friend, Sky. Emily's just stabbing everybody in the back at this point. Yeah, at this point, Emily's just turning her back on everybody, including her best friend, Sky. It's unbelievable. Emily's gonna stick to this shit, dude. But it'll be Amelie Corn versus Carol Fowler, with Varessa as the guest referee. Carol Fowler has an opportunity of a lifetime at SummerSlam, because Carol Fowler will face Amelie Corn and Varessa for the Women's World Title. Carol Fowler has the possibility of winning her first ever title, that being the Women's World Title. Winning your first title is always an accomplishment, come on. But Carol Fowler is looking to make history at SummerSlam, because Carol Fowler will face Amelie Corn and Varessa for the Women's title at SummerSlam. That'll be fun. Tonight, it's Amelie Corn versus Carol Fowler. Varessa, ring that bell. Varessa, the current Gold Nugget Universe Women's Champion. Varessa, the current Women's Champion, is the guest referee in this match. Carol Fowler versus Amelie Corn. Varessa, the current Women's Champion, is going to be the guest referee. Varessa, the current Women's World Champion, is the guest referee, as it's Carol Fowler versus Amelie Corn. The Women's Champion is the guest referee. She will defend her title against these two. Carol Fowler using the ropes to her advantage. And that's smart, dude. Another corn. Carol Fowler gets hit with a hula kick. Slow count. Baressa. Emily attacking the referee. Chair. All legal, by the way. Completely legal. The ref does not give a shit. Hula kick again. Russell was very hesitant in counting that. But Amelia Corrin picks up the win in this match. This goes for a rematch. But that was our main event of the night. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. And I'll see you guys on Saturday for SummerSlam. I'm out of here, peace.